going to lean into this because I find it funny, and I know that I'm entering a feedback loop with this guy, but it's funny, so at least it's funny to me, and I'm going to be honest, literally the only thing I care about when it comes to this show is entertaining myself. Because if I'm not entertained, then I'm going to get bored, and if I'm bored, then I'm not going to do the show. So, just throwing that out there. Oh no. Alright, so this guy has been leaving these comments that are really bizarre. And so I wanted to read this one. I mean, again, this is like a literal content mine for me. So, DB Cooper is back. And they left a comment on a video I made recently. About the nurse that got fired for pretending to be religious. And again, I know, but I enjoy this. I really need you to know. I am not like most of these YouTubers out there. I, enjoy the interaction with other people. Otherwise, I would just be journaling right now. I don't need to do this as a live show. I could just write this down in a book and go like, all right. But no, I'm doing a live show, and so I love interacting with people. And what I love, this is like, I'm going to be honest, folks, and I'm going to be and I know DB Cooper, what's up, fella? Fella, you're watching this. Bear with me, I'll get to you in a second. But this guy is like the perfect, like it's a Venn diagram, right? Where there's stupid, but then like verbose. That's the Venn diagram here. Like, stupid people can be stupid and sometimes they can't type, right? And they don't know how to form sentences. But then you've got some verbose-ass bitch who, like, can write down entire novelizations of, like, their morning ritual, like, and it's like a 400-page tome that they can iron out before 11:30, right? And then there's the Venn diagram where you get those people that have those qualities, and then you're in the middle, and that's DB Cooper. This guy is so fucking dumb, batshit insane, yet they also are capable and willing. Now, the capability is one thing, but the willingness, like the willingness to continue to post this is incredible. So let's read. So again, this is on the video where I laughed at the nurse who pretended to be religious as a way to avoid taking medicine while trying to be a nurse and having other people's lives at her whim or whatever. Good luck replacing all of the healthcare workers that the Democratic Party purges. Is the National Guard going to take that whole industry over too? A few years of mandatory RN school for every light wheel mechanic? I can see it now. Sergeant Smith, the avionics tech, drives a Werner truck while listening to instructional audio programs on how to become a surgical assistant, folks. Here's an idea. Stop going on about how superior you are to those healthcare workers you'll not actively replace for another 30 or more years from now. Or how about 0? I'm never going to be a healthcare worker. I'm afraid of blood. But most of the workers who refused the vaccine for religious reasons went with that excuse because it was their best shot. In truth, the Johnson & Johnson nightmare snapped a lot of healthcare workers out of the Democrat Party fog. These vaccines are still experimental, and not all of the lab rats get to live. So, folks, I'm just gotta point this out. Johnson & Johnson is not the only vaccine manufacturer. So I'm just throwing that out there. Doing away with religious freedom is yet another authoritarian, jackbooted, progressive Democrat idea that makes Allen of citizens hate you. The pagan Wicca wannabe Satanist thing most of you are into makes far less sense than any ancient tradition you want to abolish. I'm not a Bible thumper, but I'll proudly defend anyone's right to choose to be one. So just for reference here, folks, paganism is actually more ancient than any of these religions that are practiced today, like Christianity, Judaism, Islam. Paganism is actually, it far predates Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. So the idea that paganism is new or some shit, or, I don't. But again, we're at that perfect part of the Venn diagram, where like the stupid meets the verbosity, and it explodes into a beautiful flower. How dare you accuse all of the world's religious people of not believing in science? I'm sorry, if you are religious, you believe in God, a sky daddy. I'm sorry, you're dumb. You're a stupid person. You can have your own personal reasons. That's all fine with me. But you are a stupid person. I'm sorry. President Huggies does the same thing, so of course you follow suit in patriotic fervor. President Huggies has never made any anti-religious remarks. If he did, I would love him. But I don't love him. I hate Joe Biden. So this idea that first of all, that I'm a Democrat. Yes, I'm a Democrat. I'm exposed. So I'm a Democrat, but I also love President Biden. He's my favorite. In fact, I've got I've got a shrine to him in my closet, and I go in there and, I light the candles and I say the prayers and I go like, oh, yeah, that's what I do because I love Biden so much. Again, it's incredible to me. It's incredible. What is so scientific about any current progressive social movement? At this point, biology is no longer considered to be science by progressives because the party ideal says we can biologically imagine ourselves to be whatever we want now. So, I don't even know what that means. I really don't. But again, what is so scientific about any current progressive social movement? Okay, I'll tell you something scientific. Greenhouse gas emissions raise the temperature of the planet because it traps heat inside the atmosphere. Anyone? Is that scientific? Does anyone know? Climate change, motherfucker. Hey, you ever heard of it? All right. If you're such an accomplished scientist, why are you not working as one? Why aren't you performing heart replacement surgery or coming up with the magical cure for some untreatable disease instead of making YouTube content about the inferiority of those healthcare workers who are different than yourself? Folks, we all know the most important job for a scientist is heart replacement surgery. You might think doctors would be involved in replacing people's hearts. No. Actually, it's scientists. I know why. It's because progressive kids get $200,000 degree in totally useless, quote, ... studies. Scams that barely require literacy to obtain. What? Again, none of this makes any sense, right? But the idea that someone is it took them at least 5 minutes to write this. The idea, and how long is my video even? Let's find out. Hold up. My video is 6 minutes. All right. So it took this person longer, presumably, than the entirety of my video to produce this comment. If that's not incredible, I don't know what is. So I just wanted to play that or share that moment with y'all. There's a lot of dumb fuck motherfuckers out there, but you got to be able to find a way to use them for your entertainment. And here we are. So thank you all.